sit not just in second place, but really, really looking strong now for a top 4 finish for Liverpool. That is so disappointing. And you might be looking at that thinking, how can you question whether we'll finish in the European spots? We're sitting 4th at the moment. By Monday evening, Liverpool could be 7th. Right, let's just tell you what else is coming up on BT Sport before we talk about that remarkable game of football. We have another title fight. What a finish, what a game of football, what an unbelievable sport we get to call our national sport in this country. I'm sure Liverpool fans don't feel the same at the moment, but from a Leicester City perspective, wow.
What a 7 minutes, you know, the energy, the desire, you know, I was out of my chair thinking it was a penalty, it wasn't, then the free kick goes in. I think it was Firmino's foot, you know, that's why it was onside, the goal from Maddison, but 3 goals in 7 minutes. Liverpool under massive pressure now to get in the top 4.
You did say it before the game, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ray. Yeah, I get 1 or 2 right. But since the turn of the year, Liverpool's form, they've been the bottom 6 in the Premier League. Wow, what is happening? Shocking defending. Terrible defender, goalkeeper.
Calamity.
Listen, we've said it before and we should reiterate it now. From a Liverpool perspective, this is not a blip. This is a pattern. This is a run of form, a run of really poor form and really strange performances. Where has that team gone that we've enjoyed for the last couple of seasons?
Well, confidence has been absolutely taken out of this team. And it's whatever reason why, obviously injuries, run of form, but you see they go 1 goal up. And then again, last season, we'd be sitting there saying game over. You'd probably walk away from the TV and you come back, it's 3-0. Today, and you will sit in there 1-0, but you never know. You're not confident of them getting over the line. You can see it in their body language. There isn't that authority with this team at the moment. And that happens to the best of teams. Last season, people are saying, is this one of the best teams to ever grace the Premier League? It quickly changes and the tide has changed massively and they're swimming against it. They've got to try and actually make sure they stay afloat in that sense. They've got to make sure they get some form of confidence going. They've got Leipzig on Tuesday in the Champions League, which they'll want to give a good account of themselves, stay in that competition. They need to really change the fortunes of this team and the change room have to stick together.
OK, but certainly from a Leicester perspective, another brilliant performance in what is turning into a brilliant season for them. And central to it today, he wasn't having a brilliant game, was he, early on, but he certainly helped them out when it really mattered. The 6th time this Premier League season, defeat for Liverpool. Let's get the thoughts of Jurgen Klopp. He's with Des.
Jurgen, there was a massive turnaround in that game. What happened? How do you explain that?
Oh, we conceded a goal. It was which is a really tough one to take. I know we discussed a lot about VAR, but it was, I think we all agreed, it was a turning point in the game. And even when we thought, I saw it now a couple of times, the goal, and the moment when they stop the situation where you look who's offside, who's not offside, blah blah blah, he didn't even touch the ball yet. So that means that it's still a individual decision of somebody who makes in the end, who says it was offside or not offside. And that's really hard because for me it looks like a clear offside in that moment because he has to touch the ball. That's the moment when offside is yes or no. And when I saw it now, and when Bobby's foot should obviously be a little bit closer than whatever they throw in there. That's it. It was a turning point. That the second goal is a misunderstanding, which we spoke about before. That we said we need to get used to each other. So we were used to each other over the whole until I don't know when the goal happened, 75 minutes or so, and it was a really good football game. Yes, they are one position ahead of us. Maybe now more. I don't know, but. On the pitch, that was not obvious. We were the clear dominant side. We played football. We played the football. We wanted to play. We avoided their counter-attacks. We did pretty much everything what you have to do. We scored a really nice goal. Had more chances, but that's normal. That we have just to work hard in our situation to get more chances and maybe score more goals. But the game was really good, and then you concede these 2 goals Yeah, the third one, then obviously lose the ball too easy and one pass and they're done. That's something I don't like because we were obviously much too open in that moment. I told the boys already that's not okay. But that's the situation we are in, and yeah.
These are tough times for you, aren't they? Because you're having to. Some players, such as the goalkeeper, have damaged confidence, and as you said, new players fitting into a system. all happening.
So tough times is no problem. Yes, you're right. Tough, but the only thing we can do. You saw we tried everything. It's not that we didn't try and want, and we didn't. That we were confident again. Ali was confident. We played a super game. Had super saves. So that's all fine. But in that moment, maybe because of last week, who knows? He comes out. I didn't hear him shouting. I'm there. To be honest, I'm not sure he said something or not. Ozan doesn't know in that moment, doesn't know him long enough. Is he coming, is he not coming? And that's how it leads to the second goal. And then that's it. The turning point was the first goal, I have to say. That's not okay that is a turning point in the game, but in our situation, not completely unlikely. But that's the point we take as criticism for ourselves, that it changed too much with this one goal. Even when the goal was really tricky, penalty, no penalty. I think it was not even a foul because Barnes jumps in the situation, but a free kick. They scored a goal, no goal, yes goal, and on. So we didn't react well on that. I take that. But around that, we really played top football in the end against a really strong side like Leicester. They were lucky to win today. They know it probably in the end. They finished the game. That's fine. They deserve the 3 points. We know that. But we have to deal with our own situation.
Thank you, Jürgen. Thank you. So BBC.
Look, let's not kid. Liverpool have got bigger problems at the moment than a VAR decision going against them. But Jürgen clearly seems to feel that it was the wrong decision. So let's just break down exactly what went on and see if we can explain why he will feel frustrated. Starting with, we think the referee gives a penalty at the very start of this move, don't we?
Such fine margins. We think the referee points to the penalty spot. So as it plays on, Harvey Barnes does brilliant. Just watch the referee at the top of your picture, blow the whistle. Penalty. Yep. So then it's got to be a clear and obvious error if that's outside the box. Where's the contact? Fine margins. So that went for Liverpool. Listen, just see. It's so close, but it looks like the VAR has got that one right. Fine margin, no penalty. From the resultant free kick, as we see when Maddison hits it in, we thought that Amate was in an offside position, but Firmino's foot, when the lines are drawn there, it's onside. So it's a fine margin. Yeah. We're all season, we're on as pundits, we're saying those are the goals, the fine margin have to go in the attacker's favour. That's what we're saying. Those goals shouldn't be ruled out. The VAR said it's onside. In a penalty, 2 wrongs don't make a right, do they? But that's a goal.
But I'd be more concerned if I'm him. And listen, as a manager, you know, managers come out and try and defend their team and players, etc. But I'd be more concerned and more worried about the fact that they concede a goal and the team capitulates.
Yeah.
That is a big concern for me in this team. This team was the team you talked about as having leaders, mental strength, the resilience, robust. They're everything but that at the moment. They look almost, when that goal went in, they became a soft touch. Yeah. Yes, there's mistakes, but is there hangover? He alluded to the goalkeeper from the previous game, made 2 mistakes, makes another one today. Is that hangover from the last game? No communication. These are little details that in the end cost you points, massive points.
The 16th centre-back pairing. Listen, the greatest centre-half pairing we've seen in the Premier League. Oh, listen, one of him and Vidic. Yeah, he knows how the best pairing. He knows partnerships. 16 partnerships in the centre of defence. You could see it today. They fell apart. But Brendan Rodgers would have known. Only 3 teams this season in the Premier League have conceded more goals in the last 15 minutes than Liverpool.
These are stats that would have been absolutely alien to this side last season.
We do have to talk about them in the context of the injuries.
Yeah, and that's what we said.
10
massive players are out injured.
Well, we spoke about it before the game.
Yeah.
We did say to a credit to this Liverpool team and Klopp, how they're in this position even now with what has happened to them in terms of injuries. Yeah. But again, you're sitting here, you've got to state the facts. Again, they go a goal up. They don't look like a team convincing you that they're going to stay there.
You're in a unique position because you played in a team that knows what it takes to win the title. You also had rare periods where it wasn't going to plan in your career. How worrying is this period for you from a Liverpool perspective? We've already said that by the end of Monday evening's game, we'll be doing West Ham, Sheffield United. They could be sitting 7th. Is there anything that makes you think they're suddenly going to turn it around and look like the Liverpool of last season?
One thing that would help you in that situation is getting players back from injury quickly, but they've got big long-term injuries. The 2 centre-backs for starters, they're not coming back anytime soon this season. So I don't see it really changing around dramatically. There's going to be a massive turnaround in events for that to happen. But they don't look as potent going forward at the moment as a group. Salah's top goal scorer, but they don't look as a group. The front 3 were the ones who everyone used to talk about, not at the moment, and at the back even worse.
He's talking to Des Kelly.
James, that was a stunning reversal of fortunes. I think in about 7 minutes the whole game turned.
Yeah. We know when we play Liverpool, it's going to be tough because they can do both parts of the game very well. They can build and they can pass, and they can be direct as well with Salah and Mane running behind. And it's a case of just staying in the game. We're a top team now with good quality, so we know if we get chances, we can put it away, and it showed because in 7 minutes we turned the game on its head. And then we were solid and saw it out. So the game can change so quickly, especially in the Premier League. And then the more they start going for it, it opens up a bit for the likes of Barnsley playing on the last line to run behind and more space on the counter-attack. So we utilised that brilliantly, I think.
Well, you got that equaliser. It was a bit of a to and fro with the VAR. We got there just inches away from a penalty, then the free kick, then there's a debate. So there's that sort of unsure moment.
To be honest, I don't know what was going through my head. Anthony Taylor looked lost, to be honest, as well. He's getting told this and that, and it's a penalty and it's a free kick. And
we're all with him, I think, on that.
And yeah, I thought it stuck in, but I think Daniel claimed the touch and he got a little flick on it and it turned out to be offside. So that was a brilliant moment for us to go and then kick on and really get the momentum in the game.
But the turning point, of course, was that big error between the keeper, the defence. Jamie's going to pounce on that.
Yeah, that's what Jamie Vardy does. He picks up and he sniffs out them little opportunities, mix up between the centre half and the goalkeeper, and just one of them things. I don't think you can look too much into it. Alisson's obviously having a bit of a tough time at the minute with the last game and that today, but he's a top goalkeeper. I'm sure he'll be back, and just glad that we could pounce on that mistake.
What does this victory do for Leicester in terms of confidence, in terms of that top four battle?
It's brilliant. It's another 3 points, 3 more points away from Liverpool. Taking it game by game, we know we've got the quality. Like I said, I always say we've got so much quality in the squad, especially in front areas, midfield, and we're solid at the back. And we've got a lot of injuries, by the way, and it doesn't really get talked about because we're not the big six. But we're utilising the squad brilliantly at the minute, and we're right up there. And that's where we want to be. We're not up there by fluke, as I always say. So we'll keep working and grinding out results against big teams like Liverpool, because we had to today. They had a lot of the ball and stuff, and we probably weren't at our best, to be honest. But it's about big moments, and big players can have big moments, and we scored some good goals. So I'll take the 3 points and run.
Certainly was a big moment. Thanks very much.
Cheers, Des.